Hello and welcome in to Tammy Loves Vintage. I'm here again to share another idea with you guys. My brain is just coming up with so many ideas here lately. And I may have even more tomorrow. Julie just texted me a little bit ago and wanted to know if I wanted to go antique shopping with her. We've never been to Hartville. I think it was Hartville. Pretty sure. They're having something going on there. And so we're going to go to Hartville tomorrow, and do some antique shopping. So if you know anyone's going to be around there, look me up. If you see me, say hi, make sure you do. So we'll see what that's all about, but I was excited to do something because it's been a couple weeks since I've done any antique shopping. So I will, keep my eyes peeled for some things. And what I really need to keep my eyes peeled for is something to use all this greenery for. My whole table is full of greenery. Like I have this drawer, my whole table's full and I still have this whole drawer full. I need to make some arrangements. So, my kind of arrangements. And I want to show you that I'm just using hot glue. I'm not going to wire. I'm not going to put it in foam. So you guys can, do all of that stuff. I'm just going to make a very simple little arrangement. And I'm going to show you some, let's see. Oh, I forgot to look for a picture frame. I have weird stuff. Like I don't have a typical candlestick or, I was looking for things that I could get to show you. What did I just say? I needed, a frame. Yeah, well, we'll just hold it up there. We'll just hold it up there and pretend that's a little frame. I don't think I have I don't have your typical stuff. So yeah, I'm a little weird. So we all know that, right? So, okay, I have some stuff laying around here. I have been trying to dig through and find some things that I think are going to work well. So we're kind of going to make what you would call a swag. And so any of you guys, so I know some of my followers are like flower people, like arrangers, like official. Please don't judge or say anything. I know I could take a little piece of foam or I could use a half round. I probably should since I'm making this for someone else. But I think she trusts me. I'm going to make it just like I made mine. And it's been fine. It's been hanging for 2 years probably. Nothing wrong with it. So I'm just going to do it my way. And I'll send her pictures if she's, oh shoot, I was supposed to message her and tell her I was doing this. Daggone it. Hang on a second. Let me grab my phone. I forgot. I messaged all of you guys, and actually, I think she's in my texting group, but I'm not sure about that. She's been messaging me just on Facebook, I'm pretty sure. Dang, I'm so sorry about this. Darn it. Did you guys see this woman hugging her cow? Oh my gosh. I thought it was the funniest thing. I sent it to Julie. I'm like, and now I need a cow. Well, watch this lady.
Cows, other than the fact that they're just big dogs, the cuteness aggression. Because here's the thing, we all have it. You see a cute cat, you see a cute kid, you just want to squeeze it, but you can't. You can with these. Her face is the size of my body, so I can just give her a big squeeze, and she doesn't care. I didn't hurt. She loved it.
I don't know why I find that so funny.
Kiss. Didn't even affect her. Okay, I can slap instead of a boop, and it doesn't hurt her because she's a big girl.
I know, Marilyn. They're so sweet. Aww. She ends up like climbing on top of it, hugging it.
She doesn't mind. You give her some scratches, she's like, squeeze the shit out of me. And look, you can even do this. Right? You can do a
I'm like,
body cute
I'm like, I need a cow. I need a cow.
Feel better.
Anyway, there you go. Okay, where was I? I don't know why that cracks me up. I need a cow. I said it to my husband. I said it to Julie, my kids. Like, I really need a cow. Here she is. Hey, Ellen, I'm going live on Facebook right now to make your arrangement. If you're not busy, you might want to jump on or you can catch the replay. Okay. All right. Sorry about that. It just popped up. Trade in the husband. Yeah. Honey, I need a cow. Oh, I think that it was just hysterical how she did that. Okay, so I've got just a couple of wispy pieces. Okay, I'm pulling out wispy little pieces, things that you might have snipped off. Like I was looking at this to use because I really love the color of this, but it's so thick. But honestly, I could pull off some leaves off of this and maybe snip off like this one and really, you know, thin it down, like pull off, oops, I got to cut that one, it's stretched. Like cut that off, and then I can cut this down a little bit and like thin it down a little bit, because I did think about using this, and see, it's not so full now. So I kind of thought about that. I mean, I might cut this one off too. This one right here. There we go. Now it's much thinner. So I thought about using these, a couple of these side by side. Okay, great. Thanks for letting me know. Okay. She must not be in my texting group. Where's my thumbs up? There it is. Okay. Anyway, yeah. So see how that just thinned that out and made it easier to use. These are just from Hobby Lobby. They're the bigger ones. But I think color-wise, I think I'm going to stay with the warmer, so that she can have it out like all year. And this has a little wire on here. Let me see if I can just, I told you I wasn't going to use wire, but it's already on there. Probably just going to poke ourselves. I think I'm going to cut it. I don't want to mess with that. Okay. All right. So I'm going to take, so you guys, I don't know that you have this stuff yet, like greenery, like a greenery drawer or a greenery, like a bag of greenery. No, the hot glue doesn't melt them at all. So, okay, so I'm just going to put these two together. So let's put, hopefully my hot glue is hot. Yep, I just turned it on before we went live. So I had to leave today. I ran to the post office. I had some website orders I needed to get out, and my mail lady didn't pick up today. She's usually pretty good at that, but they don't always give her the message that I have stuff. So anyway, she didn't stop. So I had to run stuff to the post office, and the little house was right beside the post office. So I, of course, you know, had to go see if Millie was up and all that. So it got a little delayed. Okay, so now I've connected these two together just with hot glue, and let me show you where we connected. Okay, and here's the back. So see, it kind of became one pretty cleanly. I mean, I could sit here and pick off that little bit and this little bit, but it's pretty clean, and it's not, I mean, I can, oh yeah, I was gonna say, I'm sure I could pull it apart. I was just trying to pull it apart and see how secure it was. It's probably not completely dry either, but you saw I had to pull it a little bit to get it to go. So let's do it again. Sorry, I won't pull it apart this time. I was just showing you guys that it holds better than what you think. Okay, so we're gonna just put some hot glue on here. I'm gonna lay it back down, lining up the stems and smushing. And this is the background. You're never gonna see this anyway. Okay, so what I'm making is just a little tiny swag. So then I think I want to lay something like this in here, just looking for different colors that don't clash. Like sometimes, like with a bluish one, you wouldn't want to use like something yellowish so much. Oh, that's not terrible, but you see what I mean? Those two aren't like loving each other. You kind of, that's really the only thing you need to look at is, do these things kind of match? And these do, these are fine. Okay, so I'm not crazy for that big yellow thing either. Let's cut some of that off. We need some of it, but we'll cut some of it off. Okay, so I'm gonna put some hot glue back here. And again, we're just gonna let it catch. And then I have another one right here. Cut this down just a snag. We'll put this on the other side. So we're just building. So it's kind of a cheater thing, but it's an easy, you're gonna see it goes really, really fast. And then when I'm all done, I'm gonna show you what you can do, like how versatile this is. I think you're gonna like it. So all I do is look for colors, look for different colors, because see, they're all popping and layering on top of each other. So kind of like that. Let me see here. I might, do I want something like this, or maybe something more like that? It's a little, yeah, this is good. Let's do this instead. Okay, so let me cut this down. Okay, so I'm gonna add this right here, and then I'll put that green on top. I just need something a little wispy, a little droopy, I guess, a little soft, fluffy, flowy. I don't know what the word is. You know, there's all those words. You pick your word. Yes, Christmas. Yes, same thing at Christmas time. Just look for, you know, your heavier things, your wispier things, and there. That's going to kind of hang down a little bit. Okay. Whoops, it's going to hang down this way. I'm kind of making it go down. Okay. All right. I had it the wrong direction. Okay, and then do I need another wispy over there? I had these out too, just for a little brightness. Yeah, I don't know if I mind that. A little drapey. Yeah, is that the word I'm supposed to say? Drapey. Oh, I just broke that off completely. Let's see. Nope, it goes back in. Let's see if I want to use that. I'm not sure. And yeah, I have two pieces of it right here. I laid out some stuff. Oh, I do like that. Okay, let's do this piece. It's going to drape down. Oh, that's too long. Let's cut this off. So again, just, you know, you're going to have to use what you have. You're not going to have these exact things, but just so you get the idea. And I really just want you to see how you can just build it with itself and hot glue, and that's it. Yeah, I think the brightness of the leaves might be pretty. Okay, and then I've got the other one for over here to wisp it. I'm going to make it go up a little bit. Okay. All right. Let's get that down. And I'm literally just layering it on top, right on top. Okay, I'm going to bend this a little bit. Bend this up a little bit. Okay. Now we're going to shove this in here. Okay, it's for a little brightness. So you want to look for your different shades of greens, because if you use all the same shades, they're just going to look like a big pile. So you'll just want 2 or 3 things. But with all of the different colors, then each element shows up, I think. Okay, so let's get this one in here. Not crazy for this clear branch, but I love the color on the leaves. So we're going to get that in there. Okay, and I think, let me see, I feel like I might need another little wispy, I don't know. I don't know. Here's another little wispy leaf. Maybe I can, oh yeah, let's poke that in. Okay, so I'm gonna do this. Just gonna poke it in right there. Okay, so there. Now we've got, there's that what I just added, this little thing. Okay. All right. Now, I'm going to put a bow in the middle. Not a big bow, but a little bow. Just because I'm kind of mimicking one that I have that I made for me, and she wanted the same one. The fern, you might look at A Floral online, this light one. Yes, Kathy, I have just a big piece of tile that I like to work on because I can use my X-Acto. I keep an X-Acto knife here, and I'm all done with the glue and the Mod Podge and all of that stuff. I just open this up all the way and scrape, and it gets everything up. So I like doing that. And it keeps it clean, and it keeps my table nice. So sometimes I don't have the tile down just because it's prettier without it. But it's just like a baby leaf. Oh, I'll leave it. It's supposed to be there. But yeah, sometimes I don't leave the tile there, but it's nice. I got Julie one too. So when she's here, she's got a tile to work with too. I bought her very own tile. Now, yes, Pamela, that's why I was doing that. Everybody's got to have some, or if you don't, you should keep them. If you have a wreath that maybe the flowers are all tired, but the greenery is still good and you just pitch it or you Goodwill it, don't do that anymore. Or maybe you are at Goodwill and you see one that's not all tired, buy it if it's cheap enough. You know, don't spend a bunch of money, but get it if it's cheap enough. Let's see here. I don't know. Oh yeah, you don't need very much. Just a little bit. I don't want to go wild. So let's glue that down. Let me see. Maybe I need it to be big. Well, I'm going to glue that down. Okay. And then I want to add this. I found this old seed pearl earring. And it's little teeny, so these are seed pearls, little teeny tiny seed pearls. And they're all wired in on this disc. You can see that looks like that. And there, I saw one little piece here fall off. So I'm going to glue it back to try to cover up that disc a little bit. Oh, and I'm losing some seed pearls off of my wire. But I think they're just amazing. So I really like this. I like that it's not super bright white. Let me just get some glue in here so I don't lose all of them. But the seed pearls are extra special. And when you're, you know, shopping and you see them, an antique seed pearl necklace or whatever, it might be a little bit more pricey because the seed pearls are just so tiny. And they're just extra special than a regular, you know, cheap old pearl necklace. So, okay. So I lost one, it looks like. I lost it. Okay. Oh no, here it is. It's right there. Well, I'll just try and drop it on here. I didn't have a ton of pearl jewelry, but I like the neutralness of this. Okay, whoop. I didn't realize it was in such bad shape. I think I can save it though. If not, I'll have to get out something else, but they're more white and I didn't love them as much. I really like this one. We're gonna make it work. I got one more, it fell out, so let's put it in. All right. Now I need to cut the back off of this old earring. Okay. Oh, I might have to get my other cutters. Hang on. Oh, thank you. Two hands. Let's try two hands. Let's see. Okay, I gotta get my other cutters. I don't have it in me. Hang on. Let me get my other. This one ought to do it. This one ought to do it and keep it flat too. If I can get it in there. Oh gosh. There, yeah, I got it. If that thing doesn't get it, it doesn't want to come apart. Okay. So find put the best part of it up, face up. And then the rest will go face down. Okay. And then I was thinking maybe some of these just stuck in around it, just a little. There's not very many, and they can't be those bright green ones. I think these things are from Hobby Lobby and they're big hang down things, and I like to use just the little ones, but I need the more yellowed out ones. Nope, that's too bright. Here's a yellowed out one. I don't know how many of those I really need, but I thought I might cuddle a couple of them in there. course, we never do twos, so I need, oh, here, this one on the end is kind of yellowed. Yeah. Okay, let's go for it. Okay, just to break up the bow. I just don't want a bow, you know, a bow, like a whole bow. But I like the color in there. Is that weird? Oh, I don't know if I love it. Let me see. Let me find, here's another. Oh, here's a nice one. Let's see. I'm getting all kinds of text. Let me see. What does Danita need? Oh, okay, thank you. Okay. Danita's the one that's going to get my YouTube videos figured out, why they're not going over. None of my newer ones have gone over. And I love to send you guys there when you're looking for something, because there are so many and they're so easy to search. Let's see here. I'll do another one. It's a little bit bright. It's a little bit brighter, but it's still that yellowy. Yeah, I think I'm going to dump one back in. Throw off the circle a little bit. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I think we're all done. So I've added an old earring, and see how I kind of broke up the bow a little bit. I think I'm going to even snip off. Maybe I should let her do that, but she's going to trust me. She said, I trust you. That was the last thing she said. I trust you, she said. Okay, there we go. Okay, so now you say, well, what the heck do you do with that? So I'm going to keep my little snippets here. Keeping my snippets. Get my seam binding out of here. We'll just get this stuff out of the way so we can focus on the next thing. Okay. So what I made this particular thing for is, oh, a stick would be cool. I have this kind of stick thing. That would be really cool. Although it's going to start getting up into the scale, I better not. That would be kind of cool. Okay, so I have, where is hers? Oh, did I move it to the desk? Oh no, here it is. Okay, I bought this old scale. It's a I don't know what they call it. It's a furrier scale, like a fur scale, an animal weighing scale. And for the larger animals, they would hang here, and the scale would go bigger. And then you flip it over and the smaller is over here. So the larger numbers, you can see there's numbers on one side, and then the numbers on the other side are different. And this is like from the 1800s. This is very, very, very old. So anyway, she wanted me to make her something to put in here. Now, I have one in mine, but with mine, I have this old, well, I'm just going to show you mine. Mine's not quite as nice as hers as far as the gold part goes. And mine's been oiled. This hasn't been oiled yet. It's just rusty. It's not been oiled. But so I have this old scale, and it's not a scale. It's a wallpapering, it says Richard Wallpaper and Paint Company, paints, varnishes, and enamels. And that's why I love it, because, you know, I paint houses. I've got a big collection of paint stuff. So paintbrush, like old paintbrushes and old paint signs and stuff like that. So I got a lot of Dutch boy stuff. And I know I've sold you guys a lot of my old paint buckets, but yeah. So anyway, I thought this was the perfect thing to hang on here. And then, you know, I did this to just, because it's kind of a lot of metal, right? And so when I tucked this on there, it just warmed it up and made it more interesting, added all of the texture, added a little color, you know. And so so this is mine. So she's just gonna have, you know, this part. She got it off of my website, and she messaged me and asked me if I would dress it up like mine. Okay. So that's where we got and here's here's mine. And then you can see the back is just all glued, just glued together. Okay, so then here is hers, and she can just rest it right in the hook like I do, or hopefully she'll find something, or maybe I will. I mean, if I do, I can message her and say, hey, I found something, but I feel like she needs something hanging off of here, even if it's one of a, like an old tassel, like make a tassel and hang it down. I don't know, something. So, but she'll probably have to hot glue it or wire it to hold it back. But I think it's going to be really cute. So that's why we made this today. Okay, so then the reason that I thought, well, I'm going to show everybody because I use these little things sometimes for my own decor. So let me show you this. So I've got a couple of old books that I pulled out, and I was looking for just a regular candlestick, but I just have like a super tall one. So, okay, yeah, and put it in your windowsills. That would be perfect. It's just a little thing. And so then, like, see, like, look. So you got some old crappy books. Well, they're awesome, but they are, like, my daughters would think they were crappy. My youngest one probably wouldn't, but my oldest one would be like, ew. And then and here's a snippet roll. Okay, remember the snippet rolls that I showed you how to make last night? And you're like, what do you do with them? Here's another idea for a snippet roll. That was just a bonus. And then you put your little greenery, but look what the greenery does. So I sell a ton of greenery on my website because I love the greenery. I just think it's very special and you know. So if you've got, okay, so I'm going to show you. So let's say you've got a lamp, like my lamp right here. Just a little, now you might want to make it a little bit bigger, but can you see that? Or I probably need to zoom in a little bit. Okay, hang on. There you go. See, it just made it really cute. It just warmed it right up. And then if you have, I don't have any like picture frames sitting around. So I'll show, oh golly, I'll show you, oh, I got you two zoomed in, hang on. I'm just gonna show you like this. So you would probably wanna arch it a little bit more. And this one's very small. You can see it's really small. It's too small for that, but it was all I had handy. But see, if you just made it a little bit bigger, a little bit more, drapey, I guess let me see here. I've got to hold the phone up. It's wanting to drop. Let me see if I can keep you up. There we go. Okay, now let me tighten you down. Okay, and then I'll add mine to it oh gosh, I'm so sorry. So let's add mine just to show you one that's a little bit more sized. You see what I mean? So you would put them together to fit. I hope you saw that real fast. So, okay, now let me zoom you back to normal. Okay, so anyway, there you go. Can you zoom on the picture? Sure. There you go. That is, it was an old doll head that I'd found, and I found this bow, and I had this bow in my stash of stuff like forever, and I decided to, I thought, wouldn't that bow be pretty as like underneath her? And I love it. I still love it. What the heck is that? Let me see what that is. Oh, it's rhinestones. Here, let me bring it to you. Ooh, oh my gosh, here's a close-up of me. Oh my gosh. Let me just bring it to you. It'll be a lot easier. Then I can point to stuff, right? I can point to stuff. Oh gosh. Oh, I wish I could delete this. Okay, so there's that, and you can see it was a little rhinestone necklace that I added, and this cute, cute little watch. Look at that little watch. So cute. And then this is an old all brass. It was $30, ridiculous, but I loved it. An old brass hotel key, and it's from Ironton, Ohio. And then like the pearls were my grandma's, and this locket was my grandma's. So I put that on there, and the background is an old piece of, it was part of an old linen, probably a towel. I'm gonna say it was like a tea towel or something like that. And then I had a pin here and I built it up and added a clock face on top. I thought that was cool looking. And I loved this little brass heart lock and it had its key with it. So I added that. Yeah, and then just a big brooch. And then I found this one year. It was around, I think it was Christmas time. Could have been my birthday. And I added it to a piece of a rosary. But what's special about it is look at the back. I had never seen a lady's pocket watch. And it's all porcelain. It was like $40. It was ridiculously expensive, I thought. But at the same time, I've never seen anything like it. And I don't know, I loved it. So there you go. There you go. Whoever wanted to see that. I hope that helped. Okay, so that had nothing to do with nothing. It's very crooked, but anywho. So I hope these ideas are helping you guys. Is that a frame on top of a frame? I don't remember. No, it's not. That's the way the frame came. And it was like golds and stuff. It was like, you know, like I want to say it probably had my high school picture in it, something like that. Or, you know, when the kids were little, one of the family pictures, something like that. So, what little birds? A little bird? I don't see a little, oh, the little wooden bird. So I was talking about on my scale. He's from Hobby Lobby. I found him at Hobby Lobby. This, yeah, it's a Hobby Lobby. Who would ever think? $9.99, so I got it for half price. I've had him for a long time. I don't know if they still have him or not. He was back by the restroom. I had to go to the bathroom, and I was walking by, and I saw a whole little table of them. And, oh my gosh, I'll take that. I'm glad I went to the restroom, or I never would have seen him. No, it's wood, and it is wood. I don't think it's resin. It's wood. Thanks, Gail. I'm so glad. So you guys, that's all I had. I know it's it's kind of chintzy, and it's a good way to use up your scraplets of stuff. And that's why I keep I keep all of it, but I've got way too much. So you might see me make some more things like this because I need to get rid of some stuff. But anyway, I think it's adorable, and it has a lot of purposes. There's a lot of uses for it. Someone said put it in your windowsills. Yes, in your windowsills. If you have a set of old scales, you could easily, let's just try it. I've got this postal scale here from my stepdad. This kind of would work as a candlestick. Let's see, I might have to put it up for you guys. Let me see here. I'll put it up on the books. Okay, so here's the old postal scale. And then if you just look. The greenery makes such a difference. It warms it up, it brightens it up, it cheers it up. And I'm surprised I haven't seen anybody say anything about dusting it. So, because somebody says something, how do you keep it clean? So the greenery literally, oh, see, the books don't go back over there. This does. Literally, I kind of dust around things. I don't move everything. And I've got this really cool brush. I don't remember now what the hair is of it, but it's very pretty. I keep it hanging on my fridge and just go around and do. It's in my Amazon store, you guys, under gadgets. It's in my Amazon store under gadgets, which is linked at the top. What was I going to say? Oh, crap. Oh, cleaning it. Really, you can run it. You can put it in the sink and just spritz some water, or go with the spray bottle and spritz it maybe once or twice a year. In the bathroom, any greenery in your bathroom, you can just dunk it in the bathtub, or, you know, rinse it in the shower. Like if you have, like my plops, you know how I love my plops, and I sell a ton of plops. I have all different kinds of plops. So this is a plop for anybody new. These are on my website. This is the rain washed plop. It's my favorite one, and it's like the Mac Daddy plop. I've only had one bigger, and it was a Christmas. It was all Christmas stuff. Okay, and so when I tagged it a plop, everyone else calls it a half sphere, because it literally is cut in half, and you just plop it, and it's perfect. So there you go. You work greenery in your decor super easily. You could put it by the lamp or whatever. I didn't mean to get off on all this stuff, but you just plop it like that and it's done. So I love them, and I love the word plop. I had one of my followers said, I went to a boutique near me and I asked him if they had any plops, and she's like, they didn't know what I was talking about. I thought, no, they wouldn't, because I made it up. But everybody knows about my plops that has followed me for a while. They know about my plops. And if you don't, go to my website. I don't know if you guys can search on my website. I know I can. I don't know if you can or not. And I can't go in like you because I'm me. So I'm already, I don't know. But if not, go to the greenery tab and just scroll and look at all the different plops. But they're great. I highly recommend everybody have at least 2 or 3 plops for your house, because you're going to love them. So, and I would get different ones too. I wouldn't get 3 of the same one. Get a variety. And that way, if you have a favorite, you can put it like right by your chair. And then if there's like one that like, oh, I wish it was bigger or whatever, you don't have 3 of the same one. So, okay, that's all I can think of to say. So, I'll see you later. Thanks for joining me. If I have luck tomorrow, I'll do a haul for you guys. I don't know if I'll go live there or not. It's kind of hard when you're trying to hold your phone and look at stuff at the same time. And I don't know how many people are going to be where we're going. I don't know anything about it. We've never been. So it's something different, and we're going to give it a try. Of course, my husband's like, oh, I wanted to go floor shopping. I was going to leave work early and go floor shopping. And then for the upstairs, he didn't say it like that. I don't know why I talk like whiny when I talk like him. He's like, and then I thought we could go get pizza, Sorry, I'm busy. I'm going to be busy. So we can go do floors on Saturday. So we've got carpet upstairs still, and it needed replaced when we moved in here 18 years ago. It needed replaced, and we never did. So I know. Hi, Jimmy. How are you, honey? So yeah, we never replaced it. So it is time. It is so time. It's past time, but not tomorrow. So you guys, here's our project again. One last peekaboo. I think it's super cute. I hope Ellen likes it. I haven't seen her name. I'll text her a picture when I'm all done here. And I will see you all. I know. Yes, I'll see you all later. Wish me luck. Well, I hope I find some treasures for all of us. So I'll see you later. Bye-bye.